Most people believe their weakness is fear. But fear is not the real prison. The real prison is the need to be understood. Look closely at the world. Everywhere you will see people explaining themselves, justifying their actions, defending their choices, trying desperately to make others see things their way. They believe if people finally understand them, peace will follow, respect will follow, acceptance will follow. But this belief is an illusion, because the need to be understood is simply validation, wearing a philosophical disguise. When someone insults you, what do you feel? The urge to explain yourself. When someone misjudges you, what do you feel? The urge to correct them. When someone misunderstands your intentions, you want to clarify. But every time you do this, something subtle happens. You give that person authority over your emotional state. You silently declare, "Your opinion matters enough to disturb my peace." And the moment someone can disturb your peace, you are no longer free. The disciplined mind understands something most people never learn. You will be misunderstood your entire life, not occasionally, constantly. Because people do not see the world as it is, they see the world as they are. Their fears distort you, their insecurities project onto you, their expectations shape the image they build of you. Trying to correct every misunderstanding is like trying to stop the wind with your hands. The wise man eventually learns a brutal truth. Understanding from others is not required for inner stability. The moment you realize this, your silence becomes power. There is a strange paradox in human psychology. The calmer you become, the more people misunderstand you. Why? Because calmness removes the signals people rely on. Most individuals communicate through emotional reactions: anger, excitement, frustration, defensiveness. These emotional displays make people predictable. But when someone remains calm, they become difficult to read. And what humans cannot read, they often mistrust. The quiet man is labeled arrogant. The composed man is labeled cold. The observant man is labeled distant. Not because he is those things, but because people are uncomfortable when they cannot easily categorize someone. This is why many strong individuals spend years misunderstood. Their silence creates confusion. Their restraint appears mysterious. Their lack of reaction unsettles those who expect emotional engagement. But the disciplined mind does not rush to correct these misconceptions, because the need to fix every false perception is a form of ego dependency. When you feel compelled to clarify who you are still allowing the world to define your value. True independence begins when you accept something simple. You will be misunderstood by people who lack the depth to understand you, and that is perfectly acceptable. There is a moment in personal evolution that changes everything. It is the moment when you realize something almost shocking. You can allow people to be completely wrong about you, and nothing bad happens. Your life continues. Your progress continues. Your peace remains intact. This realization dismantles one of the strongest psychological chains in society, the chain of reputation anxiety. Most people spend enormous energy managing how others perceive them. They want to appear intelligent. They want to appear moral. They want to appear successful. So when someone challenges their image, they panic. They defend. They explain. But here is a deeper truth. People who constantly defend their identity are still fragile inside. Their self-image depends on external confirmation. Strong individuals operate differently. They do not chase correction. They do not chase approval. They do not chase recognition. Instead, they allow time to reveal the truth, because time is the ultimate judge of character. Not arguments, not explanations, not emotional debates. The calm individual understands something profound. If someone truly matters in your life, your actions will eventually explain everything. If someone does not matter, then their misunderstanding is irrelevant. In both cases, explaining yourself becomes unnecessary. Silence is often misunderstood. People believe silence means weakness, but silence is often the strongest psychological defense a person can develop. Consider what happens during conflict. One person attacks, they provoke, they accuse, they attempt to pull you into emotional combat. Most people respond instantly. They argue, they defend, they retaliate. But the calm mind understands the trap. Every reaction feeds the confrontation. Every explanation prolongs the conflict. Silence breaks the cycle. When you refuse to engage emotionally, the aggressor loses their leverage, because manipulation requires participation. Drama requires two actors, but silence removes the stage. This is why controlled individuals appear intimidating. They cannot easily be baited. They cannot easily be dragged into chaos. Their emotional stability acts like armor. People may attempt to provoke them, but they rarely succeed, and over time others learn something important. This person cannot be controlled through misunderstanding. There comes a stage in life where a man must choose. He can spend his years explaining himself to the world, or he can spend his years building something greater than opinions. The first path is exhausting. The second path is liberating. Self-definition is one of the rarest forms of freedom. It means your identity is determined by your values, not by the interpretations of strangers, not by the misunderstandings of critics, not by the approval of crowds. It means you act according to your principles, even when nobody understands them, even when people misinterpret them, even when silence makes you appear mysterious, because the disciplined mind understands something the world often forgets. Your life is not a courtroom. You do not owe everyone a defense. You do not owe everyone an explanation, and you certainly do not owe everyone understanding. Strength is not measured by how well people comprehend you. Strength is measured by how calmly you continue walking, even when they do not. And perhaps that is the final lesson. The moment you stop needing to be understood, you become something rare, someone internally anchored, someone emotionally independent, someone who moves through the world quietly, untouched by the noise of misinterpretation. And when a man reaches that state, he becomes difficult to manipulate, difficult to provoke, difficult to control, because his identity no longer lives in the minds of others. It lives within himself.